Hi, I'm Debra from Beverly Hills, Michigan. And thank you. It was 4 years ago I was diagnosed with some severe blood flow issues, and so I started looking for alternatives. I started cooking different, organic and non-GMO, and haven't been through a fast food place in 4 years. So I was open-minded when I got that phone call, because also at that time, 3 years ago when I got the phone call about Beamer, my husband was diagnosed with a severe, serious issue, and he had just came home from the hospital, wasn't feeling great. So Mark wasn't as open-minded as I was, and when George and Barbara called to share this with me, I was excited, because I was into health and looking, even though I joined a health club, but I hate to sweat, so I hardly went. But I was really open-minded to look at this device, and Mark wasn't excited, and I couldn't sleep that night. I went to bed, and then I'd get up and go in my office, and I'd go to youtube.com, and I would put in Beamer eye doctor, Beamer different health issues, and I just watched all these people's testimonials till 3 in the morning. And I shared it with Mark, and Mark said, Debbie, I'm not telling you no, but what I'd like you just wait 6 months, wait till September when I get my yearly bonus check, and let's get it done. But you guys, I saw Beamers on the ceiling. I couldn't stop sleeping. I couldn't sleep. I just kept seeing Beamers on the ceiling, and I thought, you know what, he's not my dad. I'm going to find a way or make a way. And what I did is on that Monday, I went to the bank and I got a credit card with just my name on it. And I had it shipped to my daughter's house, and I didn't tell Mark. Because something else, I just kept thinking, how can you put your life on hold? What if? What if something worse was to happen to Mark? What if something was happening to me? And I just thought, I'm not going to listen. And so I stepped out in faith, and I went and got that Beamer. Nobody in Michigan had a Beamer. George said, Debbie, you'd have to drive to Chicago and lay on somebody's Beamer for 8 minutes. And I thought, I'm not going to drive to Chicago 5 hours one way for 8 minutes. And so I got it, and I hid it from Mark in my basement in a suitcase. What I did was, my son, who was home from college, he'd go down in the basement, lay on it in the morning because I wanted to see what he thought. I would lay on it, and then at night, we protected each other, make sure Mark wasn't going to come down the basement, and we took our turns 8 minutes at night, too. And so then George said to me, he goes, Debbie, there's an affiliate program where you can get your investment back, and that's when I really got excited, too. I thought, great, okay. So he told me, sell 5 Beamers and you'll get your investment back, and so I ran around like a chicken with his head cut off, putting as many people as I could on the Beamer. And what I did is I called and I just said, you know what? I just have found this amazing device, and I'm doing a pilot study for the company, and I need 10 people's opinion on what they think about it. And all you have to do is lay on it for 8 minutes, fill out a disclaimer, and that's it. And I decided I want to gift you one of those 10 sessions. What's best for you, a daytime or evening appointment? And then I just took the Beamer everywhere. And then I had a friend that worked at a spa, and she let me come in and have other friends meet me there because Mark was still home. I couldn't have everybody come to the house and see what I was doing. And you guys, magic started happening because I did sell 6 Beamers in 3 weeks, and I was going to quit, and I was going to go back to credit card processing. But the very first person I sold a Beamer to was Mary Rick, and I feel is like my guardian angel because she's a surgical nurse at Beaumont Hospital. She understands the science. She was all over this, and she said, Debbie, you can't quit. She goes, there's 10 million people in Michigan that need to hear about this. She goes, I'll lock arms with you, and I'll help you, and let's go do this. And so that's what happened. I was scared. I was scared to death, and right after 4th of July, I brought the Beamer up from the basement to show Mark, and he said to me, he wasn't excited. He didn't lay on it. He wouldn't lay on it for a while, and I opened up the computer to show what my direct deposit was going to be, and he still wasn't excited. And so that August 1st, I went to Orange County to an academy, and I walked in the academy with 3 other distributors with me, and I was scared. We walked in, there's like 100 men. David Sage was conducting it, and all these men in the suits. I think there was only 10 women in the room. And what happened was Bettina walked out and did all the training. And if it wasn't for Bettina, I'm not sure if I would be here. Yep. I went home with stars in my eyes. I was excited, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to go find me some women and help make a difference here with Beamer. And that's what I did. I made a list of people who were successful in sales, and I went and found some sparks. And that's what you have to do, is just find some sparks, breathe life into people, and let them see your vision and get excited about it. It takes courage. I was scared. I've never done anything like this before, but I called the successful people. I called Gail Hannett, who's very successful in real estate and some other businesses. I called Terry Bridey, and those were my two sparks that got in after I was in for 90 days, and our life has changed. Since then, there's been so many more sparks that we've happened, but I bet you here today, you might have some sparks in your group that you just need to help ignite that flame. You need to help plant the seed and share with them what this can do for them. Find their why. Find out what would help propel them to the next level, and just share the dream, because that's where we're at. We're so ground floor with this amazing opportunity. It does take courage. And then it takes being consistent. You need to do it day in and day out, not just once a week or once a month, every day. Every day you need to go out and be consistent with it. And by doing that, you're going to be building your confidence. And when you have that confidence, the sky's the limit. It just starts happening because people see that. They feel it. They want what you have. And you need to be a great product of the product, and things are going to be happening. Since then, after the first year and a half, I do have to tell you that Mark has learned to love the Beamer. He ended up retiring early to join me, so now we're partners in this phenomenal career. We've been married for 40 years now, and you guys, I really feel that the next chapter of our lives will be the best chapter of our lives. This is my encore career. There's nothing else I'm ever going to look at or ever do again. Mark and I are in this full time, and it's such a blessing. We were with Nate and Angie 8 weeks ago, and driving back the next day after working with them for the day, I got a phone call, and it was somebody that brought tears to my eyes, and he said, Debbie, I'm so-and-so, and I was a guest at Nate's luncheon, and he was a distributor on somebody else's team, and he said, you made my day yesterday. And I said, what? He goes, you made my day. He said that he didn't have help from his upline and didn't feel like he had a roadmap, didn't know where he was going. And he said, you just breathed belief in me when I was talking to you one-on-one. And tears are just running down my cheek thinking, my gosh, you guys, the power that we have in our hands to make somebody's day. And I never had anybody say that to me. I've had people say thank you, they're excited to be part of Beamer, have Beamer, but I never had somebody say you've made my day. And so my gift that I love to think of every day now is to go out and make somebody's day, and that's something you can go home to and change. Can you imagine if everybody in this room, every day we went out and made one person's day a day, where we would be a year from now? So in closing, I just want to thank everybody for being here, congratulate my team. We have too many leaders on the team, and we are starting to look for men now to move up the ladder, not just the women. And if it wasn't for Barbara Gossage and George Gossage calling me and George believing in me that I could do this, I wouldn't be where I'm at, and I'm so grateful. Barbara Gossage, thank you. Hey, you guys, right here.